Still a few moments till the opening bell. We're going to be watching very closely at all of the large cap tech stocks that we've been watching that fell so sharply yesterday, as well as the overall market. But let's take a look at some individual movers as well. Twilio is one of them. That company's shares are turning higher. Initially, we had seen a little bit of a bumpy road there. It said in a filing this morning it plans on reducing its workforce by about 11%. The layoffs coming as the company looks to align, it says, investments with priorities. It's keeping all of its targets unchanged, Brad.
Yeah.
But making this change, just the latest company we've seen to make a move like this.
Right, and some of the staff cuts, some of the restructuring notices that we've started to seen pour in here. Twilio, the latest, as we were mentioning, and the company started to notify team members affected by this, communicating the changes with a letter from Jeff Lawson. They said in this 8K filing, the chief executive officer and co-founder. But again, I mean, there's so much of what's taking place right now in terms of how companies are either looking at where they can keep on the necessary amount of workforce, what some of the restructuring costs would actually amount to. In this case, for Twilio, it's going to be about $70 to $90 million in charges in connection with the restructuring plan. And that's particularly noteworthy as we move into the start of next year, too, to see where companies have decided and determined what the base level of employees that is necessary, the headcount that's necessary across different divisions in order to make sure that they're not over trimming and able to ultimately sustain their business partnerships, so many of their customer obligations, even as some of that demand does start to come back when it does do so.
Right, exactly. Sort of trying to game out how, if there is a recession, is there going to be a recession? How deep will it be? What is it going to look like, et cetera? Twilio, by the way, the shares are down more than 70% year to date. And this company provides infrastructure for various technology, a lot of communications, various communications applications. The shares were down about 6% yesterday as we saw that whole market washout. Yeah. And they are bouncing back a little bit today. And we have seen some companies get rewarded when they come out and make these sort of dramatic moves to try to rein in costs. So Twilio, I guess, an example of that as well.